We are now in part 11 session. In part 11 session, we are going to learn about cube root. Okay, the cube root of a number is the value that when cubed gives the original number. Okay, what they are saying this means if you are multiplying three number, okay, if you are multiplying three same number means then that answer you will get no, that number is the cube number they were saying. Okay, now you see the example, cube root of 27 is 3 I have written. See how I am writing cube root of 27 is 3 means the 3 into 3 into 3, if you multiply and what we were getting? We are getting 27. So if you multiply the same number I am multiplying, how many times I am multiplying? For 3 times. So the cube root of 27 answer is 3. Clear? You have learned in previous session, part 10 session, square root, isn't it? So square root we will denote like this, isn't it? Or else we can write it as whole power 1 by 2 also. Cube root means like the same only we are going to write, but inside the gap you are going to put 3. Or else whole power 1 by 3 also you can write. Clear? See the notation. Cube root of a number x is denoted as cube root of x or x whole power 1 by 3. We can write. Clear students about the square root? Now we'll start the exercise. Now we are going to see the exercise 1.5. In that first question is fill in the blanks. Okay. The ones digit in the cube of 73 is dash. They are given. Ones digit they are given. So 73 if you cube when that number, what will be your ones digit they are asking. Okay, for that here 73 you are having, no, in that you 3 alone you cube it for 3 times. If 3 alone, if you are cubing for 3 times, 3 into 3 into 3, I am getting the answer 27. In this 27, which number? In this 27, which is in this 27, in ones place what number we are having? 7. So that 7 is your answer for the first question. Clear? Now see the second question. The maximum number of digit in the cube of a 2-digit number is dash. Clear? 2-digit number where it will start? It will start from 10 to 99, the 2-digit number you are having. From 10 to 99 if you cube, so what will be your answer? The maximum number of digit they were asking. Okay, it will be a 5. It will be a 5 or 6. So in the question they are asking maximum, you have to write the answer as 6 only. Clear? Now see the third subdivision. The smallest number to be added to 3333 to make it a perfect cube is dash. Students, I told you in the part 10 session itself, for square root you have to get thorough with 1 to 20 numbers. Isn't it? Similarly for the cube root also you have to thorough with 1 to 20 cube numbers you have to know. Okay, there see the question 3333. In for this, which number it will be near to means a 14 cube answer is what I have written 2744. 14 cube means what? 14 into 14 into 14. 314 if you are multiplying, I am getting 2744. Clear? So 15 cube answer is 3375. Okay, so in between these two number only 3333 will come, isn't it? So what I am doing is I am subtracting 3375 the given answer. What is our given answer? 3333. No, with this given answer I am subtracting with 3375. What number I am getting the remainder? I am getting the remainder as 42. Clear? So that is the number you have to add to 3333 to make it perfect cube. Clear? I am subtracting there. Clear all of you? I am subtracting here. Now see the fourth question. The cube root of 540 into 50 is dash. First you have to multiply 540 into 50. What number I am getting? I am getting 27,000 I am getting. Okay, before itself I told 27 is which cube number? 3. If you cube, you will get 27. Then after 27, how many 0 we are having? 3 0 we are having. Okay, in the square root, we will take 2 number. Isn't it? In cube root, if 3 0 we are having, from that you have to take 1 0. 27 cube number is 3. 3 0, from that I am taking 1 0. Clear? So 30 is your answer. Clear all of you? The next fifth question is the cube root of 0.0004913 is dash. Okay, so now 0.004913 is, see students, fifth question, the cube root of 0.0004913 is dash I have written. After decimal, how many numbers I am having? I am having 9 numbers. Okay, see how I am writing cube root means 3 into the square root I am writing 4913 divided by, see 1 I have written, then afterwards I am writing 90. Okay, now 4930 is which square number? Means 17 cube is the 4913. As I told you before, 3 0 means from that you have to take 1 0. Here also 3 0 I am taking 1 0. Here also 3 0 I am taking 1 0. So what answer I am getting for this? 1000 cube. Here, so whole cube, here cube we are having, everything will get cancelled. Answer we will get it as 17 divided by 1000. If you divide 17 by 1000, we will get 0.017. Clear all of you? That is the answer for fifth subdivision. Clear students? Fill in the blanks. Yes, true or false you are going to do as assignment. Now we will continue the third sum. This is the third question. See the question. Show that 1944 is not a perfect cube. We have to show that it is not a perfect cube. First, we have to find the factor for 1944. See, I have done here. 9 2s are 18. One more extra. So, 1 that 14 we are having. 7 2s are 14. 2 2s are 4. Again, it ending with even number. So, we will go for 2. 4 2s are 8. 1 extra. So 8 2s are 16, again 1 extra, 12, 6 2s are 12. Then 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 2s are 6. It ending with 3 odd number, so we have to go for odd number only the factor. 8 3s are 24, 1 3s are 3. Again here 3, 2 3s are 6, 2 extra, so write 2 in the top, 21. 7 3s are 21. Again I am going for 3, 9 3s are 27, 3 3s are 9, 1 3s are 3. So these are the factors of 1944. Clear? Now observe the factors. If you observe, we are having 3, 2. Then if you observe here, we are having 3 3. Isn't it? Can you able to observe this? Here we are having 3 2 and here we are having 3 3. So for this you don't have one more 3. Isn't it? So if you are having for this one more 3 means that number will be a perfect cube. Since 1 3 is missing here, isn't it? So the question from this we can directly say it is not a perfect cube. Clear? That only we are writing in the solution. See the solution. Factors of 1944 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. So as I told you in the introduction part, square root means we have to make 2 2 pair. Okay. 2 2 means you have to take from that 1 2. 2 7 means you have to take from that 1 7. Similarly, cube root means 3 2 means from that you have to take 1 2. 3 3 means from that you have to take 1 3. But for that do you have 3 3? We are not having. 1 3 is missing. So this number 1944 need one number. What number? 1 3 we need to to make the perfect cube, isn't it? So we need one more 3 to make a perfect cube. Therefore, that 3 is not here, missing, no. Therefore, 1944 is not a perfect cube. Here, why it is not a perfect cube? Because 1 3 is missing. So, 1944 is not a perfect cube. Clear all of you? This is your fourth question. See, find the smallest number by which 10,985 should be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube. Fourth question, they are saying in this 10,985 we have to divide one number. Okay, that number we have to find. After dividing, okay, one number you will get, no, that number is the perfect cube they were saying. Clear? Shall we start the solution? Before going to the solution, we have to know the factors of 10,985. Since it is ending with 5, I am going for 5 table. 5 table to 10, how many times 10? 2 5s are 10, 1 5s are 5, remaining 4, 9 5s are 45, remaining 3, 7 5s are 35. Then 2197 I am dividing with 13 because it will not come in 3 table, 7 table, 9 table, 11 table. Only it will come in 13 table. So 1 13s are 13, remaining 8 we are having, so it coming 89. So 13 6 are 78. So I am writing here 6, 13s are 78. Extra we are having 11. So 117 we are having. When in 13 table 117 we are having means 9 times. So I have written here 9 times. 169 we are having. You all know what square number is this? Very good, 13. So 13 into 13 is 169. So 1 13s are 13. Okay. Now we have got the factors of 10,985. Isn't it? Now observe these factors. So for this 13 we are having 3 13. For this 5 you are having 3 5. We are not having 3 5. Only 1 5 we are having. Still how many 5 we need? We need 2 5. Isn't it? So this only extra we are having. Okay, in the question what should be divided they are asking. Isn't it? So we'll start the solution. Factors of 10,985 is equal to 5 into 13 into 13 into 13. We have triplet of 13. Triplet means 3 times of 13. One first time, second time, third time. We are having 3 times of 13 and left over only 1 5 is there. Okay, so we divide 10,985 by this 5. Okay, when I am dividing, see there I have divided. What answer I am getting in the quotient? I am getting 2197. Now see the question. The quotient is a perfect cube. Okay, what answer you are getting in the quotient? That is the perfect cube they are saying. Therefore, 2197 is a perfect cube. Okay, so in the question what they are asking to find? Find the smallest number by which 10,985 should be divided. So which number should be divided with 10,985? They were asking. So what number we have divided? We have divided with 5. Therefore, the required number is equal to 5. Clear students, all of you, the fourth question? Students, fifth question. Find the smallest number by which 200 should be multiplied to make it a perfect cube. What they are saying, with this 200 you have to multiply one number. Okay, what number we have to find? Clear? So that number if you multiply with 200, that is the perfect cube number they were saying. Clear all of you the question? Now we are taking the fact. Now we have to find what are the factors of 200. Okay, normal LCM only we are doing here. What 1 2s are 2. I am taking 2 0 down. 5 2s are 10. 1 0. 2 2s are 4. Extra 1. 5 2s are 10. 5 table. 5 5s are 25. 1 5s are 5. Now observe the factor of 200. 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 we are having. Now, since we are talking about cube, we have to make 3 3, isn't it? So, here 3 2 is having. Whether do you have here 3 5? We are not having 3 5. Only we are having 2 5. Still, how many 5 we need to make it 3? We need one more 5, isn't it? Now, we'll start the solution. 200 is equal to, how can we write the factors? 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. Now for this 2 I am having 3 2. For this 5 I am not having 3 5. So in the question they are asking what number should be multiplied to make a perfect cube. So here what number we need? One more 5 we need, isn't it? That 5 you are going to multiply in the left hand side as well as in the right hand side. See, here also I am multiplying with 5. There also I am multiplying with 5. So when you multiply 200 into 5, I am getting 1000. Clear? So 1000 if you factorize, we will get 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. Clear? Now observe here 3 2s we are having and 5 we are having 3 times. So the 1000 is a perfect cube number. Clear? So we are writing that in the statement form. We need one more 5 to make it perfect cube. Isn't it? We needed one more 5. So to make a perfect cube, multiply 5 both sides by 5. Clear, student, all of you? All of you clear this fifth question? So only we are multiplying both sides with 5 and we are getting the perfect cube number as 1000. Clear? And in the question what they are asking? Find the smallest number they were asking. Isn't it? Which number we are multiplying here? 5. Okay? That is the answer for the fifth question. Clear all of you the fifth question? Yes. Sixth question. Find the cube root of 24 into 36 into 80 into 25. We have to find the cube root of these numbers. First separately I am doing the 24 and finding the factors, and 36, 18, 25. Separately I am finding the factors. For 24 I am getting 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. For 36 I am getting 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. For 80 I am getting 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. Observe there. Now 25, 5 into 5. Here this is small simple LCM only I am doing. Okay, these are the small number you can do very easily. Now in the question they are asking cube root of, isn't it? So first before finding the cube root we will write 24 into 36 into 80 into 25 equal to. So totally how many 2 is there, how many 3 is there, how many 5 is there. I am going to write. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many 2 I am having? 9 2. So continuously you write 9 2. 2 into 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 2. Then we have finished writing 2. Then we will go for 3. How many 3 we are having? 1, 2, 3. So write only 3 3. 3 also over. Still one more number is what? 5. How many 5? 1, 2, 3. 5 also we are having 3. So last 5 into 5 into 5. Clear all of you up to this? The question they are asking cube root of. As I told in the introduction part, square root means you have to put like this. Isn't it? Cube root means the same like only inside the square root you have to put 3. Cube root means inside that you have to put 3, I told you. Isn't it? So 3 cube root of 24 into 36 into 80 into 25 is equal to, cube root means you have to group 3 3. From that 3 2 means you have to take only 1 2. Here like the question is square root means you have to group 2 2. From that 2 2 you have to take 1 2. Here since the question is cube root, so from the 3 2 you have have to take 1, 2. Similarly, from the 3, 2, you have to take 1, 2. From the 3, 2, you have to take 1, 2. From the 3, 3, you have to take 1, 3. From the 3, 5, you have to take 1, 5. That is the cube root. Clear? So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. If you multiply, we will get 120. Therefore, cube root of 24 into 56 into 80 into 25 is equal to 120 is the answer. Clear, students? Cube root means you have to group 3 numbers. From that 3 number, you have to take 1 number. Clear? This is very simple and easy problem. 6th question. Clear all of you the 6th question? Question. What is the square root of cube root of 46,656? Students, in this question we have to find the square root and as well as the cube root of 46,656. See what they are saying is to find this square root means how we will denote. Square root means simply we will write like this. Cube root means how we will write. We will write cube inside that inside the square root you will write 3 means that is the cube root. Isn't it? They are asking first square root of cube root of 46,656. First they are talking about square root. So I have written here square root of cube root. See, I have written in cube root of which number? 46,656. This value only we have to find. Clear all of you? First they are talking about square root. Then they are talking about cube root. Of which number? 46,656. Okay. First we will find inside the bracket value. Cube root value first we are going to find. See, cube root of 46,656 we are going to find. See, I have done here the factor for 46,656. Okay, this is normal simple factor only. You can do by yourself. You can, if you are seeing itself, you can understand this. So now we will go for the factors. What are the factors we are getting? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Clear? For this 2 we are having correctly 3 2. Correctly 3 2, correctly 3 3 and last correctly we are having 3 3. So which means what? 46,656 is a perfect cube number. Clear? As I told you in the previous problem itself, cube root means you have to group 3 numbers. From that 3 number you have to consider only one number. Okay? See. 3 2 we are having, I am taking only 1 2. Again 3 2 we are having, from that I am taking 1 2. 3 3 we are having, from that we are taking 1 3 and last 3 3 from that 1 3 we are taking. Therefore cube root of 46,656 answer is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36. Clear? So the cube root of 46,656 answer we are getting as 36. Clear? Inside the bracket value we have got. What is that? We have got the value as 56. See that side. Now square root of cube root of 46,656 is equal to square root. This square root I have written here. Okay, inside the bracket value what we have got down? 36. So what is the square root of 36? You all know very easily. What is the square root of 36? It is 6 because 6 are only 36, isn't it? So therefore square root of cube root of 46,656 answer is what? 6. Clear students all of you the 8th question? Yes, the same model 8th question, we are going to do the 9th question. Ninth question, if the cube of a squared number is 729, find the square root of that number. Students, first in the question we are going to find the cube of a cube root of 729 we are going to find. Okay, see I have done here the LCM method. One I am using here prime factorization method. Okay, see 729, 2 3s are 6, remaining 1, 4 3s are 12, 3 3s are 9. Then 8 3s are 24, 1 3s are 3, 2 3s are 6, remaining 2, 7 3s are 21, 9 3s are 27, 3 3s are 9, 1 3s are 3. Now these are the factors of 729. So cube root of 729 only we are going to find first. So cube root of 729 is equal to cube root of 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. See I have written. Now cube root of 729 is equal to, cube root means we have to group 3 numbers, from that you have to take one number. See here 3 having, from that I have taken 1 3. Similarly here 3 is there, from that I have taken 1 3. Therefore cube root of 729, 3 3s are what? 9. Therefore cube of 9 is what? 9 into 9 into 9. 9 if you multiply for 3 times means we will get 729. Okay, but they are not asking that as a to find. What they are asking means we have got that 9 is the cube root of 700. The cube of 9 is 729 we have got. Now this 9 they are saying squared number. Okay, now 9 how can we write? 3 into 3 we can write. Isn't it? 3 into 3 is nothing but 3 square we can write. Isn't it? For this squared number we have to find the square root. Clear? Read the question one more time. Find the square root of that number. What number? Squared number. Now what is the squared number we have got? 3 square. Okay, we have got cube root of 729 is 9. 9, how can we split 3 into 3? So that we can write 3 square. This is the squared number. For this squared number, we have to find the square root. Okay, what is the squared number? 3. For this 3, we have to find the square root. Clear? Students, do you remember how to find the square root by long division method? We have done that in part 10 session. Do you remember that? Yes, one more time we'll recall that. Now I am going to find the square root for this 3 using long division method. Listen it carefully. I am having only the value 3. See, after I itself keeping the decimal, I am adding 2 to 0 for 3 times. Why means after the decimal we need 3 values. Okay, so I am adding 2 0 first, then again I am adding 2 0 and I am adding 2 0. Clear? Because in long division you have to bring down two numbers. Isn't it? So only I am adding 2 to 0. Clear? Now 1 ones are 1. What number you are writing? The same number here also you have to write. 1 ones are 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Then the next step, bring this 0 0 down. Next what you will do? You will multiply this 1 into 2. 1 into 2 is 2. So write here 2. So decimal. So keep that decimal. What number you are writing? The same number here also you have to write. 7 into 27 if you multiply, we will get 189. Clear? So 200 minus 189 if you are subtracting, we will get 11. Clear? Then the next step, again bring the 00 down. Then, so for what we are having in the quotient, we are having only 1.7. That you should not take it as 1.7, you have to consider as 17. That 17 you have to multiply with 2. 17 into 2, what you will get? 34. That 34 you have to write in the third step. Clear? Then we are having 1100 we are having. So if you write here 3 and here 3, then multiply and see. 3 into 343, if you multiply, we are getting near to this number, which is 1029 we are having. Okay, so if you subtract this, I am getting 71. In the next step, I am bringing the double zero down. Okay, now so far we are having 1.73. So you should not take as 1.73, you have to consider as 173. This 173 you have to multiply with 2. If you multiply with 2 means we will get 346. Clear? 143 you have to multiply with 2. If you are multiplying with 143 with 2 means we will get 346. Then after the step, what number you are writing? The same number here also you have to write. 2 into 3462 if you multiply, we are getting 6924. So after this we no need to subtract. What is we are getting in the quotient? In the quotient we are getting 1.732. So root 3 answer is 1.732. Clear all of you this problem? See students, for a clear understanding I have written the arrow mark. So this like only we are finding the root 3 value. We are getting the answer as 1.732. Clear all of you the 9th question? Therefore, the square number of 3 is 1.732 is the answer. Clear? 10th question. Find the two smallest perfect square number. We have to find two smallest perfect square number we have to find. Okay? Which when multiplied, the two perfect square, when you are multiplying together, okay, the answer gives a perfect cube number. Clear all of you? I'll explain detailedly now the question. Now listen, they are talking about first perfect square numbers. Okay, so I'll start from 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, like that it goes on. Okay, now 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. Okay, now I am not going to consider the 1 because they are saying to choose two perfect square number. The two perfect square number we have to multiply, that we have to get a perfect cube number. They are saying in the question. But 1, if you multiply with any number, the same number only we will get. So we will omit this 1. Here we don't want this 1. Then we consider the 2 square and 3 square. Okay, 2 number only we are going to multiply. No, 2 square answer is 4, 3 square answer is 9. So 4 9s are 36. Can you tell me 36 is a perfect cube number? 36 is a perfect cube number? No, it is not a perfect cube number. Clear? So we will omit this 3. Okay, next 2 square and 4 square. 2 square is 4, 4 square is 16. Next this 2 number we will multiply and see. 2 square is what? 4. 4 square is 16. 4 into 16. 4 into 16. If you multiply 16 with 4, what answer you will get? You will get 64. Now tell me, 64 is a perfect cube number? Yes, it is a perfect cube number. Clear? So, see how I am saying it is a perfect cube number. 64, if I do prime factorization, I am getting correctly from this 3 2 I am taking 1 2. From this 3 2 I am taking 1 2. So, correctly I am getting 3 3 2. So, that 64 is a perfect cube number. Clear all of you? Now we will go for the solution. I hope you all understood the question, isn't it? Now we will go for the solution. Consider the number 2 square and 4 square. Okay, why we are considering the number 2 square and 4 square? Only if you multiply 4 into 16, we are getting 64. That 64 is a perfect cube number. Okay, they are saying two smallest perfect square number. So only we are starting from the 1. Clear? Now consider the number 2 square and 4 square. The numbers are 2 square is answer is what? 4, and 4 square answer is what? 4 fours are 16. Clear? They are saying multiplied. Multiplied means product. Therefore the product. Okay, the product 4, this 4 into 16. If you multiply, we are getting 64. Therefore, 64 is a what? Perfect cube number. It is that gives a perfect cube number they are saying in the question. Therefore, the required square numbers are, in the question they are asking, find the two smallest perfect square number only. So, which two number if you multiply we are getting perfect cube we have found. What are the two numbers? 4 and 16. Therefore, the required square numbers are 4 and 16. Clear students, all of you, the 10th question? With this 10th question, we are completing the exercise 1.5. Clear student? Students, go through the video one or twice so that only you will understand the concept clearly. Clear students? Thank you.